Good.
I'm going to safely assume there will be no game night before Christmas. Modman, can't you see the way your Halo mods hypnotize me?
Gah. Ladies and gentlemen, I have coffee. And we have 2 super chats, which I will read before we switch over. Mateus, thank you for the 5! Said I'm going to safely assume there'll be no game night before Christmas. Maybe. Yeah, it's been really chaotic. My last few days have been very chaotic, and I have not had time for anything. I won't say no, though. There's a chance. I will not say no. Also, Beer McDrinky, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. Said Modman, can't you see why... Can't you see the way your Halo mod... That doesn't rhyme. They do hypnotize you. And they hypnotize me too. I'm lost in the way that I stare at them deeply. I'm looking at them right now. And you're looking at me! No, stop it. Avert your gaze. Just kidding. Keep looking. Don't click away. Don't click away. I like when the numbers go up. I like when the numbers go up. Welcome, though, guys. Hope you're having a good time. Welcome back. It's a good day. Snow, I know. It's cold and wintry right now. Christmas is only 3 days, soon to be 2 days away. And you know what that means. We get to sit, drink warm coffee while the snow outside cools everything off. I'm going to now drink said coffee. It's so hot. Why is it so hot? Mateus! Thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it. So you're saying
there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's a chance. Like I said, I won't say no. I don't want to get your hopes up, but I'm not going to say no, because there is a chance. I do want to just be streaming, especially doing some Christmas-related stuff on stream, but possibly. I want to do some very long streams pretty soon here, so that would be kind of fun. In any case, it's nearly flooded here. That's not very Christmassy. And I'd be pissed at Santa right now. That sounds super doo-doo. Doo-doo stinky, even. Nande! 26 months of Nande! Let's go! Thank you so much! Welcome. Welcome back. Said, it's snowjected snow gun. Okay, first of all, thank you. But second of all, you could have tried a little bit harder than that. Snowjected snot gun. Why is this broken? Did I break this? I must have broken this. Oh, I know what's going on. I gotta fix the bumper. Do I have to fix the bumper? Oh, I know this. I know how to do this. I forgot to do it, but I know how to fix that. Anyway, look how cool this is. It's pretty cool. Load that X... Fuck, dude, my brain's so cooked after the other day. Load that as and export those poops. Non-Halo modders don't understand the reference. Halo Brian, I know that guy. Holy hell, it's been too long. Halo Brian, hold on. Halo Brian, thank you for 37 months of membership. It's a pleasure as always. Said fly Snellican and phantom damage states. I can fly the Snellican, which, you know, does look pretty good. This will be your Snellican, Halo Brian. But I have bad news for you, okay? Actually, it's not really bad news for you, because you just do crazy maneuvers in the Pelicans. But the bad news is, the Snellican, while it will be in this mod, will not have a gun for the driver to use. You'll need a co-pilot. But you can still do your goofy stuff. And also, Targaryen, thank you for 11 months. Not gray anymore. You are not gray. And I see that about you, and I think you are... And I think you are so much better for it. That green color looks great on you. And I love it. I really love it. You should keep that green color. I am in no way financially invested in that continuing. Modded Gamer! Thank you for the 69, man. 6.9, but you know, still.
You are Ultimate Forge. Gun emoji. Release bald emoji. Attention matter for thank
you. Somebody check out Modded Gamer. I think he's having a stroke. I don't know if he's doing too hot. I think he's having some problems. Can somebody check on him? Thank you for the $6.90. The 69. Appreciate you. There's the Snellican, though, for those who wanted to see it. I think he's too far gone, dude. I'm too far gone. I'm tired, mildly hungover, but I'm here, and I have coffee. What's the plan for today? I'm just gonna level with you, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know. There's a lot of things we can work on. There's plenty of snow vehicles. We have the map to work on. But I'd be lying to you if I told you that there was one thing that I didn't want to do above all. And there is. It's Guardian Forest. Mateus! Thank you for the 5.
Why do a gunless Snellican instead of chain gunless grenade Snalcan?
Why is that so hard for me to understand what you just said? Gunless Snellican instead of chain gunless grenade Snalcan. Well, we can do that for the Falcon. I was just giving the Snalcan. Excuse me. It has obviously had its gun removed, and we do have the machine guns on the side, but we could add the grenades onto it. It's really easy. It's just a different variant. So I could definitely throw the grenade launchers on it. They're pretty fun, you know, the EMP vehicles and stuff. It's pretty cool. Map needs more beer. True, brother. True. You know what makes any Halo map better? Some Corona lights. Urgh. Oh my god, this coffee is so hot. My body temperature just fucking doubled. Map needs more lasers. Well, we do have some lasers. in the form of the orbital drop laser that will be on the little Forerunner structure here. Modded Gamer! Thank you for the 420, dude. Appreciate it.
Release bald ultimate bald forge bald. Gun emoji. Bald emoji.
What did he mean by that? It's like some kind of riddle or enigma. I can't fully understand and comprehend the way in which he said the things that he said. Does Master Chief's suit have heaters in it? It's got more than that. Uber lasers. We do need to, I need to spawn back in our wonderful Giga Laser. I don't have the platform made for it yet, but let's be real. We need, wait for it, Light of Judgment. Thank you for the two, Mateus.
Back to you talking about Guardian Forest.
Dude, I want to do Guardian Forest so badly. I can't do it on stream, though, because I can't look at the leaked content on stream. Otherwise, all one person has to do is go, oh, daddy, Microsoft, my multi-billion-dollar company, this guy is showing leaked content from that one leak that wasn't allowed, and then I'm cooked instantly. It's over. All it takes is one person. My dad works at Microsoft, I'm telling you. Yeah, Forerunner City is also an option. True, and while I do love Forerunner City, and I definitely want to work on it at some point, for me, Guardian Forest is cooler. Optic Loki, I know that, Loki. Thank you for a very generous 3 months. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well. I've seen your name popping up for a while. Where have you been? Do you hate us? You not want to watch giant laser beams come from Covenant ships in the sky? I'm telling. Where does it? I think it comes from that direction. Yeah! Oh my god, the shield instantly went, no, the Mega Mantis! No! Every vehicle just got fucking eviscerated. Oh my god, busy with life, I feel that. I haven't been able to stream for like almost 3 days. I technically streamed 3 days ago, but only for like a couple hours. Real Master Chief with the 117! He said, the microfusion core in Mjolnir keeps me at a comfy 117 degrees. That's fucking epic.
Daddy Microsoft, this bald guy is leaking something other than the Ultimate Forge release.
No, it's not true! No! Release the Guardian Forest files. I'll have to redact it so heavily. I think your tip jar is broken. Listen, Stream Elements needs to get their shit together and let me truncate values. It just doesn't work. Thank you for the 420 Moda Gamer. And to the real Master Chief there, thank you for the 117. Fahrenheit or Celsius? Celsius, obviously. Duh. 16.470. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The only way I could find to truncate numbers was to just squish the box down enough to where it just overflows down off screen. It's annoying, but it is what it is. That's very warm. Truly. Truly it is. Truly it is warm. Ah! Copyright, copyright. Call of Duty Black Ops soundtrack. Alright, we're good. It's time for the Halo 2 soundtrack. Is it possible to have avalanches on this map? Yes, it is. That is... Loki would be really fun as well. A lot of people have suggested, like, giant rocks. Like, for example, these giant ice spires are a good example, right? Where you have one of these... and they're kind of leaning, and you just start blasting it enough, and it just goes like, boom, and like falls and crumbles and like rolls down and just destroys everything around it. I think that would be pretty sick. So what's going on? She got done texting your mom. She's very lovely. We were gonna work on some of the map. I'm gonna be honest though with you guys, I don't really want to work on the map today. Like I do, for the sake of getting stuff done, but it's also really boring to watch. Like, oh thanks, she's been really lonely, so I appreciate the effort you're putting in. You're welcome. I think, as much as I want to work on the map, I think it would be more fun if we worked on like an individual vehicle basis, type basis, where we actually... Dude, I just want to work on Guardian Forest. Like, goddamn, dude. Ever since we started doing the cut content showing on the streams lately, like, not the dig site stuff, obviously I would get in trouble for showing that. But, like, man, I really just want to remake Guardian Forest pretty soon. Like, that shit is addicting, man. It's so addicting. Even just seeing it, I'm like, I like, literally updated my Blender and everything to make sure the Max importer was better for all the 3ds Max files. I suppose it could be like a nuke event and eliminate all players or something. A shot is fired outside the map with a heavy weapon. I mean, look, here's an idea, right? Here's an idea. We could do a thing that doesn't even have to be a physical object, right? We could just have it so that there could be like, where would be a good spot? Maybe like the middle of the map or the towers. And maybe we could just have like a giant like thing up here, and then like it gets shot enough and it just like a giant wave of like snow particles just like boom, just kind of like come down off the hill and just start rolling down, and if you get caught in it, it just does a bunch of damage to you over time through like a different area. I think that'd be cool. Busy with Halo Reach Legendary, so that's why I'm here now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's like, dude, Reach Legendary is so fun. I did like the last, I think it was the last speedrun or Legendary speedrun of Reach. The achievement on an MCC is called Pedrogas after the speedrunner, and that shit was hard. Very fun, but hard. Snow chair? We have the snow chair, guys. We have the snow chair. Look, see the white on it represents snow, and the black represents the dark corners of my soul. Through its intricate depth, I'm only able to even feel something by listening to bands such as Evanescence, Linkin Park, and 3 Days Grace. Never doing Halo 2 Legendary? Me neither. Me neither. That cherry mode is so cursed, but you know what? I kind of like it still. Alright, well, we're going to make a decision on what to do today. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to bust open Blender. We're going to take a look at some of the projects that I was working on recently, if there are any even. I think the last thing I was working on here was... That's right. It was the map! I don't know if I want to bore you guys with doing map content today, though, but we do have a very clean, good-looking version of this map. We spent a lot of time last stream cleaning this whole thing up and getting it. Like, it's not perfect. There's still some, like, areas I wish were a little nicer, but I think overall we got... Like, look at that clean line separation between the ground and the cliff. Oh! Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. I don't even know what this is, but that's cool. I like that, too. I want to keep that. Do the Halo 2 Lasso achievement. I'm not proud of it. I tortured myself for it. Yeah, that's like... That's just like letting everyone know you're kind of a masochist, which is like, fine, I'm not here to kink shame, but like, most people aren't trying to scream that from the rooftops. I'm gonna fix this really quickly. I just opened this file and I was immediately bothered by this. Oh, much better. I like that. That's pretty good. That's fine. No, but we love Blender streams. Dude, the entire first, like, year or two when I was streaming, everyone would be like, oh, what's that shotgun? You're not in-game fucking around being an idiot. It's a Blender stream. Guess I'll leave. Which, like, valid. Fair. Valid. That was my favorite Gravemind quote. My favorite Gravemind quote comes from the scene where the Arbiter is picked up by the Gravemind in Halo 2, and the Arbiter's like, kill me or release me, parasite, but do not waste my time with cock. And then the Gravemind goes, there is much cock. That's what he says. That's my favorite Gravemind line. This is some good coffee. Imagine putting the Harvester and Old Mombasa in Halo 2. Dude, there's no way. If I... Look, I'll spawn in the Harvester, that, like, my crappy Halo 3 version of it, on this hilariously enormous map, alright? And you get to decide whether or not it will fit in any Halo 2 map. Yeah, so... It's fucking enormous. Absolutely insane, unreasonably large, disgustingly big, laughably, ludicrously, lamentably large. I don't mind it because the stream becomes great for background noise, even if it's just Blender stuff. I don't have to worry about anything. That's true. But you do have to type in chat occasionally, scrub and nub, or else the stream will end. It's actually, this entire stream exists for you to occasionally send chat messages to be a part of this experience, and if you don't, I will cry and also piss myself. This is a threat. That's a whole small Halo 2 map. That's a big Halo 2 map, in my opinion. It's huge. There is an interior I do want to add to the Harvester one day. Fuck, I was just thinking there's something I wanted to add. What was it? Oh, guys. What if I finally did the thing I told Davy Jones I was going to do like a billion years ago? What if we made an animation and rig for his Strato Sentinel so that we could include an Easter egg on this map? Wouldn't that be kind of sick? Modding your what? My huge snow level! Sorry, I just want to make sure you could hear it this time. Would be kind of baller. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I think we should just actually animate this thing. You would be needing a Strato Sentinel for Guardian Forest, so technically it's Guardian Forest work. Zophie, you're so smart and awesome. I wish I had thought of that too, but you're so right. The Strato Sentinel. Yeah, we're gonna work on this. I gotta go find the file for it real quick. Where the frick? I think I just have it under a regular folder called, like, Strato Sentinel. I just shoved it into my work folder because I was, as it turns out, working on it. Strato Sentinel Enforcer. STSP. Strato Sentinel. There it is. Is this the right one, though? It is! It's Davy Jones' Strato Sentinel. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. That looks fantastic. We're gonna animate it. And we gotta do Davy Jones' work justice because he did such an incredible job modeling this. And this is only the low poly version. I don't know if how many of you guys know this, but the original version of the Strato Sentinel he made was extremely high poly, like 1,000,000, and he decided to fully remake a low poly version and bake down all the details into it, and it looks fucking crazy. Like, so crazy. So we're gonna do it justice, like I said. It's gonna be very cool. First thing we gotta do, though, is I need to bring my folders to the forefront. We're gonna grab the Strato Sentinels folders, so that way we can actually get this thing animated real quick and easy. I'm gonna pull up this. That's my hacking prompt. It lets me hack into your digital mainframe and steal all of your critical files and infrastructure. Where did I put? Is this under characters? Sentinel Strato. It is. Wonderful. Okay, last but not least, I'm just gonna pop open the tags folder, and boom! There it is. So the first thing we gotta do for this is make its armature not stupid and bad. Try chill. And you just delete System 32. It's so easy. Anyway, Strato Sentinel's cool as fuck. That's an objective fact. It's not up for debate. But what we get to do is some pretty awesome stuff for it. Hold on. So this just looks like straight wizardry. I mean, I can sort of understand that. If you don't fully know what's going on, it can look kind of insane. I think it's like reasonably easy once you get the hang of it. Gabe! Gabe, thank you for 43 months, man. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Galaxy has me locked in his basement paying Don't you ever fucking speak about that again, I swear to God. Don't ever tell anybody about that shit again. Ain't nobody gotta know what the fuck is going on, alright? Nobody gotta know that shit. Alright, let's make a leg! Oh boy! When I'm looking at this, I'm trying to see, I think it has a little bit of rotation, like left and right, like this way. I think we can get these to rotate a little bit. No, I lied. I don't think they do that. I think they only go up and down. I think it just happens to be attached on... Oh, I lied again. No, that's totally how it works. Okay, I'm just going to do that. So, anyway, my schizophrenic rantings are over. Here's how it's going to go. We're going to put a bone up in here. Drag this up. And then I need to line this up on the internals reasonably well. Basically, just like looking at this from the side, I want to ensure that whatever this giant joint is that's connecting to it is kind of like that. And then I think it just goes to about here. And that would be like one solid part of the leg, more or less. The Master Chief needs you. You gotta put the funny numbers on your freaking credit card into the chat. For legal reasons, don't actually do that, please. Oh God, please. All right, leg F. The F stands for funny because that's where the penis is. All right, let's move on and extrude further. Put one down to this joint. Then we're gonna take a look here. Does this all count as a singular piece? I want to say that there's some rotating action that can happen here. So I'm going to go ahead and also put one final joint down to here that it can rotate off of. So it would be like a 3-jointed leg. Excuse me. I think a 3-jointed leg here is the move. We're going to do, this is going to be leg F. No, I'm going to do thigh F. Shin F. Foot F. Good. Good, good. Now, I think if I duplicate this, what would be the rotation I need to do in order to make this work? I think it's going to be about 66 degrees. It's not 90 degrees. Maybe it's like 85. 80 degrees? 80 degrees might be it. I think it's 80. Yeah, I think David Jones offset at 80 degrees, so... I wish he was here, actually. Maybe I should shoot him a message and be like, David Jones, please, I'm doing the thing, help. That does look correct, though, minus its weird roll axes. Not that the roll really matters here in Halo, but, like, whatevs. Alright, this will be thigh, R, shin, R, foot, R. And I gotta do a symmetrize. I do symmetrize, but then I have to do Y to Y. Where? I cannot symmetrize on the Y axis? This is some bullshit! Whatever. I can just do this part again. Duplicate, rotate Z minus 80, and then we'll get the other leg. And if you're wondering why I'm putting bones on a robot, it's because in order for things to move, they need bones. That's why you have bones in your body. Where is the back of this? Is it like that? I want to say it's like that. That looks good. Yeah, that's good. That'll do. I can always update it and change it if need be. Anyway, now this is the left thigh. This thing has 3 thighs. My god, the anime fans are losing it right now. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm actually going to save this to Strato Sentinel 03. Now, the last part that we need to do as far as the arms go is going to be these structures here. It's pretty obvious to me that these have some level of rotation to them, and that this area likely... I don't really know what it would rotate and move off of, but I'm just going to assume that it does. Calm down, June. Calm down! You're scaring people. Alright, anyway. Oh, and I guess these would be animated too, right? Yeah, these would definitely be animated in some way. Alright. Mainly because I realized how absurd it was as a unit to be putting in Halo Wars. Are you talking about this? You tried manually rigging the Halo 5 Guardian? Oh god, I do not envy that. This in like comparison is insanely easy. I think would it go here? I think it would. And then this part here would end up like, I want to say there. Alright, that looks good. Sorry, I got kind of lost in thought there for a second. Can I edit the roll on you? What is your... Yeah, like, why are you 43 degrees? 0 degree roll. And yet at 0 degrees it looks like that. Now, whatever. I'm going to duplicate that, do a little rotate Y 180, rotate X 180, have this go flying over to here. Okay, looks pretty good. Very peaceful, very quiet. Look, we're rigging up something really cool. This is gonna... Even though it may be quiet now, it'll be very loud once this thing is like moving around going like clunk, clunk, wow. Now, what else needs to be animated on this? Is there even... Oh, I guess these little tendrily pincer things should be animated. And the eyes, of course, must be animated. Let's do that. Oh, dude, I really want to animate the eyes. That's so cool. I could probably make extra moving. I'm going to do the pincers first. Let's do new bone. That's not what I meant to do at all. As far as the eye structure goes, this would rotate roughly off the back part here, which I'm going to say is this ring here. Okay, so the inner ring is where I need to put the back side of my bone. Right here. This is how I'm going to animate the eyes to make sure that they work really good. We're going to do cursor to selection. Alright, so now our little 3D cursor's right there. Then we're going to select our bone, and we're going to do selection to cursor. And that's going to put the bone back there. Then for the inverse of that, I'm going to select the top, front points, or the... I guess I would probably want to do the middle of the eye, right? Yeah, I'd probably put that there. And then I would put my cursor there. And then I would put that... Boom. So now we have this eye bone that's in there like that, and it kind of rotates around on that axis, which is perfect. So we got to name that. That's going to be the eye middle. Wait, where are you? I forgot to name a bunch of bones. This will be arm L, arm R. I'm just going to call these tails. These will be tail L, tail R. Obviously, they're not tails. What is this thing? It is an enormous, gigantic Strato Sentinel. As in, it's so big, it enters the stratosphere simply by existing. It was modeled by Davy Jones, VFX, incredibly talented VFX artist who made a version of it that was available in low poly here in game. Looks insane. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm in Blender, and I'm adding these funny little cones everywhere. These are bones, and in a minute here what's going to happen is all of these are going to become like puppet points that I can use to animate this thing and move its big robot eyes and arms and all that good stuff. So I'm literally just making it a puppetable thing. Alright, so for next I'm going to do the next eye. We're going to use the exact same trick that we just tried out here from before, which is... I'm going to go into the eye, into this I want to say. Oops, we'll do cursor to select, so we have a little middle selection there. Then that lets us take our new bone, we can grab the back of it, and we can shove that into the eye socket. And then we can just do this, boom. And shove that into that part of the eye. And now we have another eye rigged up. The question mark bone is connected to the question mark bone. And the... Alright, moving on. We'll do the easy part first, where we put our cursor here. And we put our selection there. Then 1, 2, boom, 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 done. So this one is eye left. This one is eye right. I'm just going to rename this to IF, so it's a little easier to remember. There we go. I'm excited to set up how these kind of get weighted and animated, because it's going to look really, really cool. I think the last moving part I can think of would just be these little mandible structures here, so I'll just do that really quickly. For the mandibles, let me see. There's a structure here. I guess this is all just one giant piece, isn't it? I'll grab these two and these two here. We'll do cursor there. And that'll be where I put this part. And then this part will go to the tip of this. Boom. Now we have a little mandible bone that we can rotate. Very cool. The balls are stored in the eyes? What the fuck did you just say? Hello? I think it's this. 1, 2... 3, 4. That'll probably do. We did it! Yay! Alright, I do need to roll these bones a little bit, though. I don't understand what their roll problem is, but they are not rolled very well. I'm going to do, what is that, like minus 38 to probably positive 38 on here. Yep, that's pretty good. Double check here, how we looking? These definitely need a little bit of roll to them. Or like none, actually. Sweet. Good enough. Same deal. Well, these don't really need to have roll axes to them. These might, actually. These might need a little bit of roll axis. I'll be careful here and try to get them reasonably aligned. That's fine. I think that's pretty good. We get the little eyes and everything. We can roll all these around, move around. How'd you get into this? I'm just a huge nerd that's been on the internet for a very long time. And I'm not really sure what specifically got me into it. I've always been into Halo modding and getting into like 3D stuff, 2D stuff, animation, videography, 3D, 2D design, everything. It's all just kind of interested me. And what ends up happening is if you find this kind of stuff interesting, and then you're like, I want to try it, you just end up learning a bunch of stuff because you're passionate enough to go through it. And so you should do that too. It'll enrich your life massively. Super fun to just do anything creative if you're like, I think you should never have an excuse. Like 90% of the time, if you're saying I'm bored, it's because you just didn't pursue something that interested you. Go back to your childhood when things interested you and do those things again. Turns out Kid U was onto something. Alright, anyway, I think we're about at the point where we can start animating this. 3D print, I'm prepping in Blender. Ooh. Give me a second, I gotta organize this real quick, but I'm down. We have the 3 thigh bones. The Strato Sentinel bone. Same with the tails. And the arms would be on the same thing. And I suppose the eyes would... Yeah, I guess everything just kind of gets connected. What is this? Oh, this is mouth L and mouth R. Cool. We did it. Yay! Howmstever, you might be like, okay, start moving stuff. What's going to happen if you start moving stuff? Nothing! Nothing will happen yet, because this 3D model doesn't even know what parts of it are supposed to be moving. It has no context for what this cone is, so I have to be the one to tell it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now this is technically part of the area that I labeled as arm, so all I have to do is make a selection of it, and then I just create a little group here, call it arm L. Now it should be good. Before I forget, in order to be able to just test this, we gotta add the armature modifier to everything. This armature modifier basically tells the model, oh hey, see those funny bones that the guy's making? Those make you move. So I put it on every piece of this that I split up. And now, if I label stuff right, it will respond. Such as, but not limited to, the... Pause. That's the right one, not the left test. Such as, but not limited to, this! Look at that, it moves now! It moves! So, that's what we're doing. It's gonna be vehicle or decor. It's gonna be kind of like a secret, maybe not even secret, just a timed event that's going to occur on the map. And I want to have it just be able to like pop up and look over the mountains and stuff. Plus, I told Davy Jones a long time ago that I was gonna animate this, and I didn't, but now I am. Okay, when it comes to the eyes, we have to do something a little bit special, and there's a good reason for it. It's because. Oh wait, are these fully connected? Oh, they're not. How convenient is that? Okay, so these parts of the eye here will fully move, except the back part. So by removing this back part, when these things move, they're going to kind of like stretch and warp a little bit. And that is a good thing. So we will now assign this to IF, I believe it's called. We're going to do the exact same thing over here, where we grab this. I guess that's the only arms it has, right? Yeah, okay. And so then we deselect the back. There's IL. And that'll connect the eye to there. And then we do literally just the exact same thing again. There's nothing crazy here. It's the same shit. Boom, boom, and this is the right eye right. Assign. Let me double check that this works. Oh, it's a little funky, huh? Maybe I should make some support bones for it. It worked a little better in my head. Should probably make some support bones for it. Yeah. It would be like new UNSC update for Project Stardust is out. Sick. I'm probably not gonna play it for a long time, but sick. Mouth. It's time for the mouth. This is mouth left. This is mouth right. Nice. And I don't think the head has any more moving parts than that, if I'm being honest. I think that's just about everything on this section of it. Pretty straightforward stuff. Anything I'd run into anyone here who's into Stardust? Hey, the Halo community's tight-knit. If you like custom Halo content, you're gonna run into somebody else who likes your like genre of custom Halo content. Inevitably. Alright, next up, we got some legs. Big legs. Gonna select a whole bunch of this. Go like that. Make sure we're not missing anything here. I think that would be the entirety of the top part of the leg. More or less. I missed the last few streams. What the fuck is this? It's Davy Jones VFX's custom Strato Sentinel. It is very large and ominous and imposing. He worked for a very long time on making this. It's really sick. And right now we're making it animated. I told him I was going to do this a long time ago, and I want to make it a part of the snow map Permafrost here with the spires and everything. So right now we're going through the model, and we're selecting the legs, making the legs get animated, etc., etc., etc. So this part is going to be thigh R. We're going to select this part and make it shin R. And then lastly, I'm going to cheat a little bit here. And I'm going to hopefully get this. I think that's all I would need. This and then everything else beneath it. Then we remove that from shin R and we add that to foot R, and now we have a whole leg. Wow. Hello, Bald Shotgun. That is not my name. It's crazy because you're greeting me as if my name is Bald Shotgun, but that's not my name. Wait, this is M, right? No, try F. Then we invert that, and then this becomes shin F for front, or Phoenix. That's shin F, and then lastly, go like wow, and then that becomes removed from that and assigned to foot F. It's a foot. Just trust. Trust. Just trust. Here we have our last leg. This will be leg, no, sorry, thigh L. And shin L. Foot L. There we go. I think this should work now. We'll do a quick little test. There's still like a couple little mandibles and arm pieces that we gotta do real fast, but let's see. How do the legs work? That is not assigned correctly, is it? Hello? That's foot R. Oh, I think I know what's going on. We have this parent of Strato Sentinel. This is supposed to be thigh R. What? Why is the right and lefts are reversed? How did I fall? I always do this, dude. It's like I don't know my lefts from my rights. Alright, let's see. What do we have in edit mode? Thigh L. Let's try to hook it all up now. Oh, damn! My Halo Forges, thank you for the very generous 20.
Merry
Appreciate
Christmas, Rejected Shotgun.
Merry Christmas
Thank
to
you for your continued work on Halo.
Yeah.
Make sure the CE Assault Rifle Reticle is there with 60-round magazines, then you, me and everyone here will have a happy new year.
I have one. It's red, at least here in Halo 3, but I do have this CE style assault rifle right here. Look at it. For the Halo Custom Edition Extinction Remake. Thank you for the generous 20. Merry Christmas back at you, for real. Look at it. Look at it. It needs the sound, though, to be real. It needs the sound. It is there, though. It is, in fact, there. Thank you. Merry Christmas back at you. In fact, happy holidays to all you guys in the chat. Or else. Okay, everything here looks good now. I think I can successfully do a pose. Oh, dude, me when I'm fucking lying. So sick. Why? What's happening here? Thigh L. No, thigh R. Thank you for the 2, Mateus!
Fuck you mean or else?
You know what I meant. Better have a good fucking Christmas. I hope your holidays are filled with joy and wonder and cheer. Bitch. Where it? Bruh. Hello? Wait, what? Wait, what? What was that? Go back. What just popped up on my screen? Hello? What was that? I just received a gift from Adam. Merry Christmas, Drake Gun. Best wishes, Adam. The racist, bruh. Thank you. What the fuck? That's so nice of you. I thought I had Left 4 Dead 2. I think maybe I only played it on Xbox. Oh, I do. No, I do have Left 4 Dead 2 already. Sorry. I must decline it because I literally cannot gift it. Wait, do I have to do that? I don't really get gifts on Steam a lot. I don't really know how it works. Release the Halo files. I can't. Microsoft, they're clamping down. I cannot do it. Oh my god, I finally did it, dude. Oh, it's working. Look at that leg. Oh my god. Oh. 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 Okay, what about the front though? Does it work? Boner. Davy Jones Strato Sentinel has a boner. Alright, that's good though. We're doing good. I think the only thing that doesn't work right now is the back part. So we just gotta do these and then we're freaking done, dude. Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it, right? I'm just gonna assume that's it. And we'll just, if it looks weird, we'll fix it later. Tail, L. And then what the fuck even is the next button? Thank you for the 2 orcs!
Legs do.
I bet you'd like to know, huh? I bet you'd like to know. You want to see these legs doing something crazy? Oh! Bet you fucking do it. Oh. Tail R2 R. And then lastly, but not leastly, tail 2. Or tail R. Okay, now theoretically everything just works and is awesome and this is perfect and we don't have to worry about anything. We'll probably put this in the game. And it will be wonderful, wonderful, indeed. Ah! You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? What should we do for the first animation for it? Should we have it all just kind of like collapsed down? Wait, actually, does the head maybe rotate? No, the head's probably at one solid piece. Probably look kind of weird if it all rotated. Let's do like a test animation. This will also help me find out any potential errors with it. All right, test animation goes like so. We open up our action editor, and oh, they added the. Oh, that's nice. We make a new animation, and I'm gonna make it saved, and we're gonna call it any idle. I lied. It's gonna be any idle for now. Give it a crank and hog animation. I don't really know how that would work, to be honest. I was kind of winging it. Alright, anyway, we got any idle here. I can do like the stick bug dance. Probably be a lot easier if I had like IK for that, but I'm not gonna set up an IK rig right now. Frick that, dude. Yeah, so this is what we'll do, alright? This is what we'll do. We're going to create at frame 60 its default posture with all legs. And arms. And I guess the mouth too. You know what? Screw it. Everything at this frame. This is our... We're settled frame. Adam, thank you for the 2.
Big
Appreciate it.
Steam normally says already owned in yellow text next to friends' names when gifting and didn't say it next to yours, so that's weird.
That is
I
weird.
said it to be delivered on Christmas but decided it'd be cooler and funnier for you to receive it midstream.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Left 4 Dead 2 is a fucking based game and a very good gift to get. So even though I did already have it and Steam was being weird and not telling you that, I appreciate it nonetheless. If you want, I can decline the gift and send it back to you. That way you don't have to deal with the things and the stuff. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. I think. Alright, if this thing is going to raise out of the ground... Excuse me. If this thing is going to raise out of the ground... Okay. I guess I do have to fix it. Everything that I haven't used goes to Strato Sent. Same will go for this piece here. All of this is a part of a bone called Strato Sent, aka the lovely root bone. And let me make sure. I think everything here is connected. Yeah, okay, so I don't even have to worry about that one. And last, but definitely not least, we need the Strato Sent main bone to actually be up in the head area. Preferably like around the general like area of rotation. I think it's probably fine, like there. Perfect. Now when I rotate that, it won't look weird. Gotta go say, hey, how we going, Falco? Sorry, I'm not trying to yawn, guys. I'm not even feeling that tired. My body's just going crazy. No! What happened here? The bone must not be named Tail 2L. The bone is literally named Tail 2L. Oh! There we go. Alright. Thank you for the 2, Adam.
Declining it will just send it back to me to be refunded, so that's fine. Also,
Gotcha.
PSA right now, Left 4 Dead 2 is on sale for the same amount as this tip. So for the gamers in chat who want it, go get it.
True, if you haven't played Left 4 Dead 2, I mean, you're missing out as a goated-ass game. Alright, frame 1 of our animation, the Strato Sentinel, is here. By frame... What? By frame... Like, how long should that take? Like 8 seconds, maybe? Maybe even longer. Let's make the animation end at like 10 seconds of animation. So it takes like 10 whole seconds for this thing to fully raise up. While it's raising up, I think what I want to do is I want to have the arms kind of like down in like a somewhat downward position like this. Oh shoot, I gotta fix the roll on these bones like crazy. Hold up. Still to this day, don't understand how bone rolling works in Blender, and it's really annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Sometimes you just want things to just work, and then they don't. I think these are good now, though. Thanks for the 420, Banana Enderman.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Could do the same to our boy. Buddy had a long nap and needs a big stretch.
That's true. We could try it. Legs just. I do. Now that you mention it, it's kind of funny that scarabs literally just stretch like cats. Like a squid, kinda. So this is what it looks like right now. His legs kind of like come out and up. My thinking is, in a very similar way to what Banana Nanderman was talking about, we could have the legs overextend themselves. like so. And then I'll probably offset each leg individually so it just like looks a little bit cooler, but it'd be nice to have something like this. Right, so now it kind of has this thing where it like comes up and then it like closes back inward. Maybe I should make it a little more animated than that, because this does take place over a very long period of time. This is like a whole 10 seconds. That's pretty cool, though. I already like the look of it. I think the little leg bits here also, these should be down quite a bit. Like that. At the beginning. And then as the main legs come up, it'll need to like match its movement. Maybe, ooh, we could have it so these are like closed right around here, but then as we get to like the main part of its like stretching, we could have these like kind of open. That'd be kind of cool. It's like, wow. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And as this kind of comes down, maybe I could have these animate. I'll probably have to, like I said a minute ago, offset these. As it rises, the head should start to angle downwards until they lift to face forward. I feel the same way. I was thinking about it, but I was like, oh, but it's all on a root bone, so it's kind of challenging. But yeah. Agreed. Sort of look pretty cool. UNSC, well, I read Unca.
This thing looks pretty cool, Mr. H3 Rock Guy. Rock emoji.
Thank you. That's me. I'm Rock Guy, sadly. It's my harsh reality. Oh wait, there's back arms too, alright. I don't know if these can even really move though. They can like move inward and outward. They have like a sliding motion they can do. That's fine. They can just stay as they are. The eyes move, which is kind of important. Let's see what it looks like if I animate its head being lowered a bit. Definitely adds to it. Definitely massively adds to it. Starting right here, I'm also gonna keyframe these guys in and lower them a bit. Not bad. That's pretty cool. All right, I say we fully export this dude out. Give him the full deal, the shebang, if you will. Was a new selection here. Cool. Like a new armature, new animation. Where's the pose options now? How do I just disable pose mode and turn off animations for him? I don't have my cat's blender plugin anymore. Oh. Oh, whatever. I'll just export him in this pose. It's close enough anyway. We will export the man as a Halo 3 generate asset subdirectories thing. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to go into pose mode on him to our any idle animation. We will export him yet again, but this time as a JMA. I think it needs to be for idle. I think idle is JMM. Anyway, it'll take a little bit to export anyway, so we'll just... Action has no attribute F curves? What? Dude, what? This is why I hate upgrading. What the fuck, man? What do you mean it has no F curve? I don't care if it has F curves. Why? What is this? What is this? Is this a new Blender 5.0 thing that I need to know about that I just... Is the new Blender version of this just broken? Is that what's happening here? I think I might know what's going on. It's stupid if this works, but I might know what's going on. Oh, what? Dude, wait, that's crazy. Oh! The new version of the Halo Blender toolkit can export animations instantly. I don't have to wait hours to export animations anymore. Holy shit. That's actually insane. God bless General 101, dude. Holy shit, it was literally instant. I used to have to wait like 10 minutes for that. Nuts. Alright, let's get the new version of this guy in here. No more twiddling or digging around. No, now I can animate stuff as much as I want, not be scared about load times. I can just actually animate. No fucks given. That's insane. Thank God I updated. It was just mad at me because I had an animation in my scene that was like busted, and I think it re-exports all animations at the same time now. What is it called? Sentinel Strato. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bulk import, which is going to get the model in, the new updated model in. I like that the Strato Sentinel has a material called Shrek on it. What? You know what? That's fine, actually. I don't even care. What if the main head started facing downwards at an angle and then slowly lifted? Yeah, we just did that. Oh, is it done? Crashed. Oh, it has too many vertices. I gotta do it manually. Tool, render, objects, characters, Sentinel, Strato, draft. Bitch ass not responding to my DMs. Sorry, you're not the center of my world. When did you DM me? I don't even have it. When did you even DM me? Oh yeah, that was on Saturday. I was like drunk on Saturday. I was hanging out with Skaboodly and I was fucked up. Objects, characters, alcoholism. God forbid I drink one time. Strato. Idle has node that does not exist in the model. Really? 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 Oh, yeah, actually, it was the completely wrong version. Oopsies. My bad. God forbid I get shit-faced every day. Society can't judge me over and over. I don't believe scenery objects can have idle animations, but on the off chance that they can, let's see if this works! Strato Sentinel. They sure cannot. I love how they cannot. That is so wonderful! Have to make it a vehicle? No, I have to do the right thing and make it a device machine. I don't want to. No. Alright. Fine. Here's a cube. Make it really big. Wow, it's the physics model. I worked so hard on it. Wow, it's the collision model. I worked so hard on it. Let's attach the physics model to the armature. Parent. Let's attach the collision model to a particular bone on the armature. Did it. Now it has a physics model and a collision model. Now I can turn it into a device machine. Yay. Put those physics models in there. Oh boy. Physics. Forgot to give the physics model and collision model a material. W! Alright, so the last thing I gotta do is actually make a device machine tag for it, which, like, is pretty easy. Let's just do the easy part. Levels, multi. What else? Huge ass. Forerunner door. Easy. Then we just gotta give it a little collision model and a little physics model. Done, let's spawn it in. Sentinel Strato, wherever that may be. Alright. Guys, can we get 500 billion likes, please, for this Strato Sentinel that's about to work and look really cool, courtesy of Davy Jones VFX? Guys, can we please get 500 quadrillion likes on this video for this very cool thing that should be working? Kind of look, yeah, it does kind of look like a Forerunner crack, and that's a good point. How do I want to do this? Position loops. 10 second, 5, fine. 700 activation radius. Type, door. And then now I gotta rename its animation, and then it'll work. To power position on, was it? Fuck, how do you name these again? I don't remember how these work. I think I'll just check really quickly. Levels, multi, huge ass. What? Where's my... You know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's position. Gyarados, thanks for the 5!
Got onto your stream late as you threatened me with a good time through your Discord. Now I'm watching the stream because I want to. Not because you ask.
Yeah, it's what they all say. Failed to find any animated nodes. Position on. Oh! What the... This don't make no sense. Which what? Oh man, I'm gonna punch my monitor. It's gonna happen, dude. I don't even know what this means! I updated my blender, I updated my toolkits and stuff, and now there's just a fucking new error! I don't know what that means! It has curves, everything, it's just a fucking regular ass, plain ass, normal ass animation. Nothing crazy here. Go out of pose mode? Why would I have to go out of pose mode to export an animation? Okay, thank God that actually didn't work. Otherwise, I would have felt really stupid. But, like, bro. Object has no attribute. F curves. Oh, you mean the things that interpolate between keyframes? Those things? At the very least, this physical thing is what I need. Armature, boom, pose mode, boom, boom, parent 2, boom, keep transform. God fucking fuck, man. Ass tits. You know what I mean? Think about it. Why is it like this? It could be nice to me. It could be nice to me. It won't, but it could. I'd like to export an animation. No! Why? Why is it doing this to me? Do I just need to restart Blender? Like, what's going on? This should be so easy. I've done a bajillion... Why does updating stuff just break everything? All that makes me want to do is break my fucking monitor. Guys, I'm gonna go down hard liquor and do drugs. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. I still don't know why this is broken, but at least the animation looks cool. It's a really simple animation. I'll definitely need to add a lot more detail and separate various things out. But for a beginning base layer animation, how were the drugs? Awesome. I fent folded in my kitchen for like 30 seconds. It was sick. Is this part of the Golden Fleet? I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what that means. I have no clue. If that's part of the book's lore, you've lost me. I don't know jack diddly squat about the Halo books unless it's like the Fall of Reach or like Ghosts of Onyx. I'm gonna snort a line of biofoam. What would that do to a person? Yeah, don't read the stream chat summary. It's the most useless feature of all time. Like, what even... Can anyone give me a genuine possible explanation why a stream chat summary on YouTube lives are useful? Please. Other than them being completely wrong and that being funny, what would, like, our corporate overlords at YouTube be like? We need this. Dude, I swear to God, context? For what reason? Just be in the stream for like 20 seconds and you'll get the context. You don't need an AI to be like, I just used 30 gallons of water to give you this summary. Like, bro, I don't need... That's such a useless feature. Like, why? Investors, yeah, literally, they're just like, bro, guess what? YouTube has new AI integrations. We were able to get our workflow even more specialized, utilizing AI technologies in the third quarter of 2025. And the investors are like, did they say AI? Oh, I'm gonna put so much money into this company. Fucking love it, dude. Love it. Object has no attribute F curves. Hold on, I'm just gonna look this up. Oh, I just can't use Blender 5.0. Got it. Got it. Yeah, that's just the Halo add-on isn't ready for Blender 5.0. Okay, time to downgrade my Blender. Un momento, I'm switching to Blender. What version should I go to? 4. I'll do like 4.5. It's an LTS version. And this dude right here will look really cool. Whoa. Wow, did I actually look up the answer for how do AI use water and why so fucking much of it? Yeah, it's just cooling, because at the end of the day, all the AI is to simplify it, a massive GPU farm, and obviously graphics cards and like the specialized AI GPUs need an enormous amount of water to cool the enormous amount of heat they produce while running. I don't know what the exact number is. I've heard people say it's a ton of water. I've heard people say it's a negligible, regular amount of water. But I don't know. I'm not an AI scientist. I make mods in my office. Same reason a nuclear reactor has a massive pool of water. Actually, that's a slightly different feature, but kinda, yeah. Did I say feature? Reason. The water in a nuclear reactor does cool it, but it also slows the neutrons that are emitted enough to kind of make the radiation levels very, very dull comparatively. Oh! I know that, Boomerang! Thanks for the 5, man!
The whole Crash crew is watching. Keep up the dope work.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Wait, everybody's watching? Hold on, watch. Hello, it's me. I'm a professional. Hello. Hi. That is the Boomerang of Crash fame. Oh wait, I gotta see if my Blender updated. It's good! My Blender, it works! If you want any help with Reach's engine, then let me know. One day. Today it's the Halo 3 engine and me downgrading my Blender because stuff just don't work. Do not be working. I gotta reset up my stuff now. Very fun. I have to reinstall all my add-ons, cry a little bit. It's fine. I don't know why I assumed things that in the past would function with Blender 5.0. Crash on Christmas Day? Oh shit, that's so soon. I want to show you guys. Go into Blender if you're doing Halo work. Set your clip view distance like that. Delete all objects. Zoom out really far. Go here. Turn on random color. Turn on cavity. And I think that's good. Then you can just do file, default, save, startup file. Boom! Now I gotta add in... my add-ons really quickly. The Halo toolkit, the add-on thingy. I'm adding it. I'm adding it from. I'm adding the add-on. Sorry, I had a file called Penis Cookie Cutter in my downloads folder because I 3D printed a penis-shaped cookie cutter the other day. I just saw it. Made me laugh a little. Where in the frick? Okay, sorry. I was going through all my files, and I was setting up some things and stuff. Go here, data, Halo 2, Halo 2, data, then ODST is H3 ODST tags, and that's H3 ODST data. Boom. All right, there we go. Very good, very good. Now I should be good to go. Let me see. Let's open up. Let's open up the ever lovely Strato Sentinel. Halo 3 models. I'm looking for the Strato. Where's my Strato Sentinel? There it is. File written by a new version. Don't care. All right, let's export my animation. Is it gonna work? Oh, file exported successfully, instantly. God bless. God bless America. God bless the USA or something. I don't know, dude. Let's see if the idle animation works. Oh, it disappeared. Okay, that's something. What if I do the scenery? Maybe the scenery works now, because it wasn't even working before. No way it's working. Oh shit. Wow. Damn, it is really fast. I didn't realize it would be moving like this much. You can hear the sounds in your head just... He has to move way slower if you want to make him feel big. Hard agree. He's not supposed to move... to be honest, I only made the animation in 10 seconds because I thought it would take like a billion years for it to export. Rejected and Skibberly both made the breakthroughs at the exact same time. Yeah. Yeah. We're pretty cool. Why did my blender close? Oh, whatever. Oh, no, it didn't. I just have... Dude, I have too many versions of Blender now. Oh, my God. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. But now I can make this go very fastly and quicketh. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the Strato Sentinel move at half speed. I'm going to go to frame 1. I'm going to scale 2, so that way it's completely way slower. But I'm going to make it reach the halfway point at frame 300 much quicker, so it'll like rise up really quickly and then slow down. That's my goal here. So we grab this bone right here. And I'll move it up like that. So it does like a very quick upward motion that then slows down. And then you know what? I'm going to add an extra 100 frames, which is like 2.5 seconds-ish. That way it can just kind of sit there, you know? Instant export? Oh my god, dude, this new version of the toolkit's incredible. It takes longer to import it in the game now. Oh, look at that. Wow. That looks pretty crazy. Imagine the world starts shaking, snow starts blowing everywhere, just this shit appears. Mateus, thank you for the 2!
Be not afraid.
Oh, dude, yeah, this is what you see when the angels from the Bible appear. This is why God says it, be not afraid. You're like, ooh. Screen shake would be insane. I can definitely add it as an effect. Oh, that's sick. Oops, jump scare. I want to make him more animated as he approaches the top, though, because basically the only animation he does is legs just kind of do like a fold inwards. Maybe I should have this part of it like closer to the end, where he kind of like comes up and then like everything kind of like locks down and in place. That might be kind of cool. Sentinel jellyfish, very much so. Bro needs a Christmas hat? True. I have an IRL Christmas hat I could put on, but I think... Oh, I gotta put my Spartan Christmas hat on starting tomorrow. I want to do like 3 days of Christmas. That'd be fun. Okay, the animation looks fine. However... It would be kind of cool if I had the eyes rotating a little bit, perhaps. Maybe it gets, like, up to here, and the eyes can kind of, like... I'll do, like, a little eye animation. Thank you for the 2, Adam!
I totally forgot to send it to you when he posted it at the beginning of the month, but Adorabird made a Halo double-barrel shotgun. It's kinda massive for some reason, but hits the Reach aesthetic pretty well. What do you think? Link in DMs.
Give me 1 second. Let me put down some animations real fast, and then... I will check. Do that, and this. Rotate it there. Now it's clipping, but just, it's whatevs. Oh, dude, it needs spotlights on the eyes. That would go crazy. Could you imagine? I gotta do that really quickly. Hold on, that would be way too cool. Let me check the gun first so I don't lose it. Dormer made a dually? Oh, wait, that's sick. What the hell? What is this for? Left 4 Dead 2. Wait, that does go really hard, actually. Classic Halo shotgun is a little double barrel handheld. Ooh, and a gold variant too. Damn, I like this. This is nice. Very Doom inspired almost. I'm a fan of this. This is cool. Hell yeah, I kind of want it. I'll put it in like Halo 3. That would go kind of crazy. Well, let's do mesh. Not a mesh. We're going to create a marker for this. We'll do a little arrow marketer. Make it kind of big so we can see. I'm going to attach it to this bone right here. And then I'm going to take it and null its location. What? Whatever. I'll move it into position. I'll look at it from the side here. Angle it correctly. Looks good. Make sure it's centered. And I'll duplicate it. I won't duplicate it, I lied. We're going to give it a name. This is going to be, we're going to put the little hash sign, the number sign, and then we're going to call it IFX. And we're going to do a special thing on the Halo properties where its name will always be IFX, even if I duplicate it or change its name to something else over here. So Now that I did that, what I can do is shift right click the armature, and then I can parent this next one to this eye. We can position it inside the eyeball like that. We'll rotate it to match there. And then rotate it downward like that. Rotate it a little bit more. Kind of just want to get it facing fairly straight on. And then we'll do that one more time, and then this time we will parent it not to this eye on the right, but this one on the left. And basically, now that I created these little empty objects here, I can attach stuff in-game to them, like lights and effects of different kinds, so when this thing is like looking around, it can have like crazy-ass effects on the eyes that'll make it really obvious like where it's looking. I can see this dropping a huge Sentinel beam weapon. That'd be kind of sick, yeah. I like that. I think it's a cool-ass idea. Alright, let's put this version of the model in the game with these upgrades. Let it cook. And then really quickly, I want to get the new animation in with the eye moving. Oh, dude, the instant animation export makes me so happy. Adam, thank you for the 2!
Chat's idea is kinda huge. Make the spotlight eyes track players like the monitor on cold storage. Each eye tracking the 3 closest players would be cool, but I imagine that's a bit of work, so all locking on the nearest player would suffice.
I was gonna say, I can do the nearest player, but I can't do it... Well, I suppose I could theoretically do it individually. Wow. Let's see, it should have its eyes like look over toward the camera in a sec. Oh yeah, a little shift right there. It's a subtle effect. That is very ominous, though. Cool as fuck. The 3 different target tracking would be insane, though. I think it would be doable if I made each eye like a separate vehicle that was controlled by an individual AI enemy. Dude, that's so cool. There's gotta be a way I can shove some, like, screen shake onto it. There should be, like, a reasonably good way of doing it. You know what, though? I need to add one more marker to it as just, like, a general marker for spawning effects. Every good AI has a marker called body. And that body marker just, as you could probably expect, sits inside the body. And does pretty much nothing except exist there and be convenient for spawning stuff. And that's what this one's gonna do. It's gonna spawn stuff. He's going for it? Yup. It's working. Alright, so we'll import that draft. I think what I'm going to do for it, right, for the effect, we got to go into here and add an attachment. And we're going to add it on the marker called body. And the primary scale is, you don't have to do this, but it's going to be called 1, which means on all the time. 0 is like off, 1 is on. So if you make the scale of whatever we're doing 1, whatever we put on here is on all the time. I'm going to go into my longsword, where I have the nuke. And I'm going to add in the weapon nuke FX. It's not in here, is it? I know there's Nuke V4-2 is the one I want that has all this stuff in it, but I think it might be under FX weapon. I don't know. I gotta go grab it though. It'll have all the information I need about it in there. Longsword H2A. Weapon. Nuke. FX. V4-2. Let me check here. Yeah, we have the area screen effect for it. We have a crater for the nuke. I think it... Yeah, right here. Screen shake. This is what I want. Alright, so I know what to do then. We'll add back in that same thing I was just about to do, which is adding in the longsword little effects here. Oh, wait. I'm a savage businessman. That's right. I remember I have to do this at least once a stream or else my ancestors frown on me. If you're enjoying the stream, consider supporting me by joining and becoming a member, throwing a super chat at my face, or preferably tip in the tip jar where YouTube doesn't take 30% of everything you send me. And it instead goes 100% to me. That is all. Business moment over. Alright, we need FX, longsword, H2A, weapon, nuke, FX, this one. I'm going to take this and we're going to put it back into our Strato Sentinel folder. And we're going to make an FX folder for it. And this is going to be literally just screen shake. When there's ice on it, it flies up, starts to slide off and melt. I definitely want to do something like that. There are some really great particles and really great effects that exist in the game that I could leverage for exactly that. Here's our screen shake. Hellfire is... I think that's the damage, so I don't want that. And the location, instead of being on up, will be on body. Alright, let's give it a go. Oh, I crashed my game by deleting an effect that was already playing. Guess I'll die. Or, well, more specifically, the mod tools will. Oh, dude, 117 viewers is what I see on my end. That's the guy. That's Master Guy's number. What I really want to add are, like, you know, the phantom searchlights in ODST. I want to add those onto the Strato Sentinel's eyes. I think that would go hard. Whoa. It remembered. Wow. I can't tell if the screen shake effect is working, though, because... Oh, it's working. It's just playing over and over. Sorry, I'm editing some numbers that make it easier to view the effect. There we go. Oh. Alright, I'm thinking we pause on the screen shake for a second. And then, instead, we're going to add something onto FXI, which is the eye marker that I put for every single eye. And I'm going to go into the very lovely Phantom FX. Vehicles. Phantom. It should be under here, I think. Running. Yeah, there it is. Searchlight. I'm stealing that. I ported that from ODST a while ago. So we're going to put that onto our Sentinel Strato FX. I'm going to open it, make sure everything's good here. So right now it's on FX Gunlight. Now it's going to go into FX Eye, which is what we put on every eye. Does it have it now? Do I have to keep setting up more? I don't think it worked. It's supposed to be an FX Eye, right? That's what I called it. IFX. Oops. Got it backwards, but you know, whatever. Probably have to edit the shape and the size of them, but hopefully it works. What? I see nothing! What else would be needed? Searchlight light volume goes on IFX. Oh, you know what? Anytime you mess with a light volume, you have to refresh Sapien, so maybe that'll fix it. Oh, I think it worked. It did. Ooh. I need to make it bigger, but they worked. You can see them on there. They need to be more blue, and they need to be larger. Oh, that's a really cool effect. Damn, okay. Brighter, bluer, larger. Snow falling off sounds good. 100% I will be doing the snow falling off. That'll go crazy. Adam, thank you for the 2.
Needs to be making really loud low-pitched Sentinel floating sounds as it rises up, as well as a really loud low beep or 2 like the aggressors make. What would the steps be to trigger this Easter egg?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a very good Easter egg, would it? And also, I have no idea and haven't planned it at all yet, but it will be in the game. In fact, but I'm debating not just making it an Easter egg, but making it just like a random event that occurs throughout the match. I'll just set it as like a random timer. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so here is our glowy searchlight and all of its properties. And what we're going to do is try to change various qualities about it. For example, the intensity goes from 1 to 0.5. I'm going to make that 10 to 5 and see what happens. We have to wait for it to rise up. Oh, that's a little bright. Might be possibly too bright. It's possible I went overboard. Okay, we're going to go 2 to 1. Okay, wait, that seems like it might actually be good. How good as brightness goes. That's a pretty good brightness. Now I need it to be longer than that. It's a little bit too short. Profile length is 1.5, length is 8. I'm going to make the length 24 and see what that looks like. You know Halo Wars had a modding scene? It does, it does. Ooh, that looks good. Now they're just a little too thin, so we're going to change that. Thickness is 4 to 0.8. I'm going to do 16 to 3.2. That's starting to look pretty sick. The color's a little off, though. I would argue that there's too much green on some of these colors here, so I'm going to shift it more to blue, see what that looks like. Wait for it. Ooh, yeah. Very Forerunner-y. I could argue that it could be an even longer light beam. Beer McDrinky, thank you for the 5!
Similar concept for the original Guardian with the light as if it was searching. I put a concept animation for it in stream chat.
Thank you, I'll take a look at it. And UNSC, thank you for the 6.9. 69, thank you.
No more 30% tax Moonier's feet. Triumphant face emoji. Nail polish emoji. Period.
Period. Thank you, no, I appreciate it. Going to the tip jar is actually way better for me as a creator. So I do appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I still appreciate super chats, obviously. Like I was saying, it's still fantastic for me as a creator. But thank you, I appreciate it. Period. Profile length is 1.5. Maybe I should double it to 3. What does that change? Longer and more gradient cuts abruptly. Yeah, I was feeling the same way. I'm going to make the length 48. I'm going to double it. And then I'm going to take the alpha. Maybe it's because I doubled the intensity. Let me just take a look at what it looks like now. We'll see. I might have made it too long, frankly. Oh, I may have actually hit the maximum length of a light vault. Never mind. Never mind. Go back. Oh god, what did I do? Jesus Christ. Yeah, messing with the values. There's something I genuinely don't understand. There's two values. One is called length, and one is called profile length. What's the difference? Because I actually don't know. Maybe the shorter is better, actually. I kind of like that. I do kind of like the shorter look to it. It almost just acts like a bloom glow. That's pretty cool. Alright, but somebody did send over... What did they send over? Was it the guard? Oh, yeah. You know, I bet I know what this animation is. It's the one posted by the Bungie dev on Twitter, I think. Yeah, from Corbin. It's funny that they sent this over, too, because, like... That's crazy. Adam, thank you for the 2.
I just had an idea for the Stratos Sentinel sounds.
I bet
Kinda
you did.
niche, but I remembered it and think it fits so well.
Okay.
The alien ship sounds from the Battleship movie. Put a video in stream chat of the sounds. Start at 20 seconds for it, please.
Okay, I'll take a look. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what that is like at all. Oh, that is sick. You know what, I gotta edit this a little bit. Hold on. I will check it in 1 second. Before I lose track of this thought I had, it was about the screen shake. Right now I'm using the nuke screen shake damage effect, which I'm going to copy, and I'm going to put into the Sentinel Strato folder right here, screen shake, and then I'm also going to go into this new version of screen shake, and I'm going to take the actual part that controls this shake function, which is called nuke screen shake. Need to steal that away as well. Throw that into here. And then the last thing is I want to see if I can do some screen rotation. See what happens. Hello. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, now we should see the screen shake. Oh my god, that is it. Wait, I need to use this version of screen shake more. I never add rotation to anything. Looks so much better. let me calculate how many seconds this is. Probably is there at about, I want to say 10 seconds. Nah, whatever. I'll just keep winging it. I just joined. What am I looking at? It's the Strato Sentinel made by Davy Jones VFX. I finally got around to making it have moving parts and be animated, and now I'm doing effects and stuff. You know, the eyes need not only those glowy bits, they also need some lens flares in them to add a little bit of a pizzazz to them. Oh, I don't think lens flares work. Let me try. Da-dum. Da-dum. Effects running. Searchlight lens flare. Let's try it. Make the Sentinel searchlight very big. Oh, it actually did work. They're very bright. Way, way too bright. Alright, that's a lot of values tuned down. Let's see how it looks. Okay, first of all, let's try that. Whoa. In a way, I definitely do like the lens flare, but I don't feel like it's the appropriate lens flare for the eyes. Because right now it's using the 8-pointed star texture, which is kind of awful. I'm going to do soft... I'm just going to do the simple flare. Let's see what the simple flare looks like. Spotlight's disappeared. Also, why is it, Occlusion inner radius scale was set to 1/4? Really 1/16? I mean, it does look very good. Let me animate the eyes a little more and see what kind of cool effects I can achieve with some, like, fancy animations here. Because right now I only have this animation for the eyes where, like, it comes up and then they just, like, look to the side and then they, like, go back and that's it. Let me delete these. I think by the time... Let me see here. When we actually get to see the eyes at first... It's when this is raising up, so before the mandibles are even fully open, we can see the eyes. So we got to go back in time here. So was around here even. Pretty early on, the eyes are going to be visible for me to animate them. I'm going to do this thing where I'm going to animate the eyes all independently, I think. And I'm going to try just going one by one here to make, like, quick movements and adjustments. Thank you for the one, Danny. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. If you meant to put a message, but it just like didn't work for some reason, let me know. You can type it in chat. I'll try and read it. What? Ah! Ah! So, blender closed. Okay, I guess we're animating that part again. So right around here is when I want the eyes to animate. So we'll put in our first keyframe for the eyes here. We'll have it look all the way up like that. We'll hold that frame for a minute. For like a couple seconds. Then we'll do a quick switch where it'll look down as low as it can. Like so. And then we'll copy this next one to here, and we'll have it go like up again. We'll hold up again. Hold, and it'll go back to rest. So this is what that looks like in action for the top eye only. Up, hold, down, hold. For a very long time, actually. God damn, that's a long hold. But I'll have the other eyes doing stuff in that time, and then it moves back up. Holds for a really long time. Another slight upward motion. And then a slow rotation back down to center. Alright, that's interesting. And for the other eyes as well, I need them to move around. This thing's going to be like a chameleon, the way it's going to just be looking at everything. But for this eye, it looks like each eye kind of has like a socket built into it. It was Danny's last dollar. Danny, no! I wanted to suggest the Sentinel to flicker on the lens flares and light beams as the eyes turn to view the player, give it a feeling of focusing on the player. That's a cool idea. I do like that. Make it kind of like bigger, smaller, brighter, thinner beam, depending on the function. I could definitely make something like that work. It'd be a little challenging, but it is doable. Alright, so the eye is going to go like there. It'll hold to here. Then here, I'll rotate it over to look that way. The eye will look there. Have it hold for a second there. And then we'll do another quick one, but this time it'll go down. Thank you for the 2,
I
Adam!
perhaps got a bit too excited with the alien battleship sound because it smacked me right in the 2010's dumb but cool action move nostalgia, but I really do think it's a great sound for the Stratoboy.
No, I appreciate it. I honestly just forgot you sent it. That's my bad. I just got so sucked into what I was doing here. I will check it out actually in just 1 second. I want to see, because honestly I need some good inspiration for this thing. It's not going to be like super easy to get everything right the first time. Oh, I will get there, though. There we go. Okay, we'll have like a really far-looking eye right there. Then we'll do one more where it goes back to normal. And that'll be that. Very curious eye looking all around. And then we have one more eye to animate, and I'll literally just do more of the same. But first, let's see. Check stream chats. Sentinel sound effects from Halo 3. I guess I could yoink some of these. Let's see. Why is it so loud? Holy fuck. God damn. Infinite Sentinel sounds? Let's give it a listen. Wait, these actually could work great. Oh, that? But voiced or pitched down? Holy shit. That's bad. Some of these are interesting. So, yeah, some of them are like Transformers generic sci-fi noise. Some of them actually are usable. Because if you compare them to like Halo 3, they're literally just basic servos and like little warbler noises. Some of these I feel like would be really good for the Strato Sentinel. I am actually just gonna like download this shit. Thank you for the one, Adam. Skip to 20 seconds of the Battleship Club. I will just play the noises. That way the that way I don't get copyright stricken. That? The two tones? It's not bad. Listen again. Huh. That's interesting. The really deep sounds from it. I was thinking the Infinite sounds a bit like extra deep. Sorry, doing this animation is kind of like a very slow process. There's only so many places you can make these eyeballs look. Okay. Damn. I literally just did random ass eye animations this whole time. But God, I fucking hope it's worth it. I hope it's worth it. Because that took a long time. That took a long ass time. Alright, here goes nothing. And then we can probably get some of those sounds in there. We can play generic Strato Sentinel noises. Okay, they're a little too fast, to be honest. I didn't know they would play at about that rate. The eyes definitely... They look cool at being animated like that, but they need to be slower. They should absolutely not just be like... Zip, 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 zip. I think I'll delete every other movement. Maybe at least double the space between each movement so they're longer. Yeah, I'm trying to space out the timing between all these movements. Hopefully that'll make it look a little bit nicer. Dum, 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 dum. A few things I missed in stream chat. Roger that. Get this in real quick. Dum, 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 dum. What did I miss in stream chat? Halo nature documentary? Wait, what is this? Oh, I've seen that. That's your video. The spire sound effect. What is this sound? I don't know if I remember what the spire sounds like. Oh, hold on. Un momento. Ooh. That's perfect. That's actually just perfect. I wonder if there's just like the raw sounds of this available easily, and I know that all the infinite sounds are dumped, but yeah, this is great. Any of these being used as the full-on sounds for the Strato Sentinel coming upwards would be, like, insane. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna pull this up real quick in game. Have we dumped sounds in chat? Are these them? How did you... You assholes, Ophi! This is completely not... First of all, that's not what I'm looking for at all. Second of all, it's so loud. Why would you jump scare me like that? What the fuck? What are these? Oh, they sound cool as fuck, actually. Wait, what? Genuinely, what are these? That's...
I come to say bald. Now back to Skaboodily W stream.
Oh, thank you for the 3 modded gamer. Thank you. So generous. Really, the way that you advertise other streams and call me bald is so nice of you. And yeah, it's Skaboodily, so I'm not actually miffed about it, but it's the principle. You're all getting sent to his stream when I'm done tonight anyway, but still... What was I doing? Hee hee ha. Pots, send him to the penis explosion chamber, and don't let him out. I don't know what these sounds are. They're very cool. They're Siva cannon firings from Destiny 1. Cool. No wonder they sound awesome. I remembered my task. Here it is. Halo Infinite, the Spire sound effect. Oh, you know what? Hold on one sec.
Jairalani.
Alright, sorry for the delay, guys. Hordes of millions of ravenous women were trying to get to me, and I had to fight them all off. It was difficult. Very, very challenging. But I pushed through, I persevered. I made it. We're getting cool sound effects out of it. Dude, these slap. These sounds are so sick. I think I know what I'm gonna do with these now. Check stream chat? Okay, give me a sec. Dude, these sounds are so cool for a giant sentinel. Looking for through was cooking when it came to this. How about this one? Is this double layered or what is this? That's hard. That should be its rising sound. These remind me of like Godzilla from like the new legendary Godzilla movies. When he's just walking by, he's just like, wow. These should be like moving sounds. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split most of these sounds into two categories. One is gonna be the heavy sounds and one is gonna be the light sounds. This one I would classify as a heavy sound though. Any of you guys listening, these are coming from Halo Infinite. They're the sounds of the tower. The tower? The spire? I forget what it's called. But it's the big Forerunner structure in Infinite. I think it's the spire. Joe, thank you for the one! There's another light sound. Said, I posted sounds in stream chat from Infinite. I'm looking for some right now. Oh, that's right. You were the one that found all those. That's like a charge sound. It's a winding down sound. I pause the music really quickly. These are elevator noises. They sound cool. I like it. It's pretty cool. talking about. Alright, then what I'll do, I'm going to mute this track. I gotta unsolo all the lower tracks. Excuse me. I need to organize these. I want to use all of these, and just like how the scarab kind of has like what are called long move and short move sounds when the scarab is like doing legs and stuff. I want to have like powerful sounds and like not powerful sounds. You know what I mean? Like for example, this first one. That should be a heavy sound, right? So let me see. We'll go. Normally I go into my Audacity videos folder for this. I need a new one for Strato short. No, I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna call them longs for now. This will be Strato Cent Long 01. All right, so there's one, and we'll solo this one. I'm gonna do all the shorts first, then I'll do the longs. Wait, I lied. I actually need to be more careful with this. Because like this one, literally a bunch of wasted time at the beginning. And I should probably normalize it to be like -1 decibel. Yeah, there we go. So there's Strato Sentinel Long 01. And then this one would be Long 02. We'll also normalize it upward so it's louder. Okay, that's good. Then moving on, we go to this one. We'll trim it to just have it begin right there. Sick. So we'll export that out. It'll be Long 03. I lied, we gotta normalize it first. Excuse me. I got like the hiccups and everything right now. I'm dying. Oh. Alright, this one we can trim down to about here. Sweet. Let's normalize that one. This should be another big one, I presume. That is a great fucking sound for the Strato Sentinel, like, at least for this particular part where I'm having like rise up out of the eyes. That's so cool. Sharing bass sounds, you're listening to aliens from Halo video game. This is probably what, like the last big sound if I had to guess. Not bad. Close. There was one more. Okay, that's all the longs. We could put those in the game right now, actually. That could be it. That could be kind of sick. In fact, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to sound, characters, Sentinel, Strato, and we're gonna go Strato move long. And I'm gonna grab all those files that we just exported, and I'm gonna steal them from myself. Strato move long, and we're gonna run a very simple command. It's gonna be tool sounds single layer, and then I'm gonna close this and this because we have to for the time being. We do sounds single layer, then we do sounds characters Sentinel Strato move long, and then we do the type as notepad, which is a type of sound that just doesn't give a fuck and it's gigantic. And then we do dash bank Strato 01. Failed to import. Sound with no permutations. What? Let's see, Sentinel, is it sound? Oh, that's why. I put the wrong directory. Boom. Hooray! There it goes. Look at all those. We did it. Let's open everything back up. Foreigners were just making cheese wheels. Flood ballsed it all up. That's true. And that's why you cannot trust cheese. Alright, we're gonna grab tags, sound, characters, Sentinel, Strato, Strato move long. We're also going to customize Strato move long, and we're going to make it so the maximum distance the sound can reach will be 1,000 meters, and the minimum distance will be 200 meters. So you'll really, really hear it. Well, I'll make it like 300. You can be really far away, you're still going to hear this shit loud as hell. Probably going to be a little quiet because it always fucking is, so I'm going to turn the gain base down to 0 and crank it up by 6 decibels by default. I also made it so that it will automatically play the sound after like 5 seconds of this thing rising up. Not bad. Did I ever export the fixed version of this? I don't know if I did. The eyes were like moving too quickly before. Also, I gotta make these sounds like way louder, as always. I think I have to... have to not only make it louder, but I also have to make sure that they instantly propagate the sound. And I think I'm actually going to make the sound happen a little bit before. Yeah, we'll have screen shake, and then we'll have sound. And the sound will be, like, only 2 seconds delayed, while the screen shake will be, like, 6. Or, like, 8. I think, like, 4. Okay, we'll try that. Okay, I need to choose a better sound. Like, I gave it the ability to have a bunch of different variants, but I think I just need to choose one specific sound, because some of them are kind of mid, and some of them are, like, insanely cool. Oh, right, I forgot to refresh. Why is it so quiet? Is that me? Instant sound propagation, blah 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 distance. I'm gonna gain 12 decibels on that. Let's see what happens. My god, that's terrifying. Davy Jones. Y'all, it's not gonna play once fired. Yeah, that way it has like some variants, but like at least have one bass sound. That's crazy. Also, hi Skaboodly. I know that guy. I saw him in person recently. He said hi to me. It was cool. I liked it. Why is it so quiet? Speak up. God damn. Kind of him to associate with you. Bitch, what the fuck? I have cranked this shit up so much. Why is it so quiet? Hello? 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 Why are you so fucking quiet? Hello? Are you gonna activate a terminal that summons a Strato Sentinel to unleash a massive gigabeam that will kill people? Maybe. That would be sick. Is that loud to you guys? It feels like it's so quiet to me compared to like the assault rifle. What else could I do potentially to improve this? I could try editing the screen shake, I suppose. To use a slightly altered damage response. Fade function. I guess this will be fine. See what this does. Try checking the stream. I working on something bigger than last time. You can always go bigger. Wicked. Yeah, the sounds just sounded cooler in Audacity. Yeah, why can't it be that loud? Like, hello? I did not import these quietly. They are very fucking loud sounds. So why are they so quiet to my ears? What's up with that? Most of the volume is the bass. True. What if I just like max out this? Can I even go higher than 16? Where's the sound from? These are from Infinite. They're from the Spire. Big Forerunner tower. Whee! Feels so quiet. More. I'm enhancing it. 64 decibel enhancement. Fuck off. Okay, clearly I just need to edit this outside of the game because this is not, it's not working. Maybe I can just manually increase the gain here. Additional attenuation when played. 8. 8. 8. If I did update, you know, whatever, I'll just save. 8. Fuck off. That felt about the same. I need to feel, yeah, I need my inner ear to just absolutely get obliterated by this sound. Otherwise, why am I making cool deep bass sounds? What is even the point? Break read? What, man? Might have to change your attenuation distances. Why? It's already maxed. Minimum distance is 300 units, maximum is 1,000. Thank you for the one, Joe. For it. That's so crazy looking, dude. Now I want to make it go in the map, and then it'll like phase through the ground here and just cause an enormous amount of snow to just get blown around, just all the way through. Yeah, what if, hear me out guys, now that I can make like infinitely long animations that export instantly, what if we make it 1400 frames long, and then after like just kind of sitting there for a second, I could just do this, right? We'll make it take like 2 seconds-ish of wind up, where it goes forward, like that kinda, you know, it kinda goes up. And then in the next second, it kind of goes forward. Maybe it's like... enhance. Zoom. Maybe we could have it kind of like wiggle to the side a bit. And it kind of like comes forward like that. And it kind of like goes down a little maybe. Maybe like 1400, you could go like way up into the sky really fast. I have no idea how this will look, but let's find out. Thank you for the 2, Joe. Appreciate it.
Read last Dono.
Okay. Is he gonna move? Oh, now he's moving. God damn, he's quick. He goes... he's crushing the map completely, just like phasing, like obliterating the... Holy shit, it's enormous. Jesus. That's wild. He said, check DMs. I didn't go crazy, but I got some sounds. Let me see, let me see. And thank you for the 2 after. Sorry, I guess I just missed it. Cool single-player infinite sounds. ADHD Drake. Me? No. Never. That would no. ADHD is a myth, okay? Just eat your vitamins, dude. It's not real. ADHD can't hurt you. Have you tried not thinking so hard? Duh. Hello? Alright, let's see. What do we have here sound-wise? We have these sounds here. Dormant... Oh, wait, what is this? Forerunner Spiral 1. Oh, it's an OGG file. Let's see. Forerunner Spiral 1. It could be like a good engine sound, maybe? What is it? Dormant Collector Machine. This could be a good idle sound for it. We're gonna change it to wave. I'll just convert it. It's whatever. This is a good idle sound. Beam pulse large. That's also a nice sound. Whatever. We have energy. Wait, this one sounds interesting. POI dig site cooling tower. Oh, it's just like a clink. That's burning fire. That's another clink. Very nice. That's a cool sound. Sounds like giant banish button presses. Yeah, I think those are banished. Here's Forerunner Suck 1. Yeah, not bad. That's Forerunner Suck 2. Here's Forerunner Suck 3. Adam, thank you for the 1! Crafted a hover / rising sound that I put in stream chat. I will check it out momentarily. Interesting. Interesting slip space idle sounds. That was alright. I think out of these, my favorite was the Dormant Collector Machine. This one is really good. Just if that is idly playing while I'm near this fucking thing, I will be absolutely horrified. Which is exactly what I plan on doing. I'm going to convert this to a WAV file. Strato, Sentinel. I'm just going to put idle as the name. It's extracted, it's exported, and now I will put it into the game. Alright, new sound is in. Let's hook it up. Let's just make sure it's playing on this thing as a looping sound at all times. In order to do that, I'm going to have to do another thing, which I'm going to have playing on body on a scale of 1. We're going to steal a looping sound from like a vehicle or something, I don't know. We'll call it... Oh, I can't rename stuff with a hotkey anymore. Strato Sent Idle Sound Looping. What up? What up? What up? Welcome. This is going to be idle, fade in 0.1, fade out 0.1. And all we want is the single looping sound that is coming from our brand new gigantic monster Strato Sentinel. The idle sound gain will be 8. Zero. It already is set to no pad. I'm gonna set maximum distance to like 700 and minimum distance to like 200. My ears, is it really loud for you guys? It doesn't feel that loud to me, but... Oh, fuck! Boom! It gets splattered as it just, like, crushes through the map. Need some snow falling off? It absolutely is going to have some snow falling off of it, 100%. So I tested the movement animations, and I feel like they're kind of because obviously I just kind of threw them in there, see what would happen. I'm trying to space out right now how far the Strato Sentinel actually moves over time. In order to make it look like it's kind of like preparing to do something, I think what I would do is kind of like halfway here, have it go like down a little. Maybe it goes like it rises up and then it goes down. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe have it like tilt back into the side a little. Give it a little bit of extra motion. This keyframe right here needs to be dragged outwards to slow the whole motion. And now it does sort of like a woo. It's gonna be a little jerky, but hopefully it'll look cool. The thing that would sell this the most is actually spending some time animating the legs. What I'll do is I'm gonna animate these two parts right here. And as it begins to go upward, I'm gonna like just rotate them up a bit. And then right here I'll have like two side legs. Perhaps I could have them fold up and in. the same time that's happening, I could probably have these fold in as well. And then this one folds up and in a little earlier. And they could probably slump down as it goes higher, kind of giving this impression of weight and movement. I don't know, let's see what happens. That's not bad. The main front leg isn't animated yet, but it's interesting. Got a nice motion to it. You know, you can kind of see the legs do like a little chunk. And then like... we could have this leg like drag a little perhaps. Right here, we'll insert these keyframes. As it rises up, we could have it like drag down. And then it could like maybe go back up a bit. Maybe after that I could even change it up so that this one folds a little bit more out. That feels pretty cool. Let's put it in game. We'll see. If it just kidnaps the player like Jesus in Roblox. Just hear your best friend in game just fucking scream. Ah! Ah! You get sucked away like the fucking little tripods in War of the Worlds. Trauma. Damn, I think it would just smash through the bridges completely, effortlessly. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is gonna be a great short, yeah, I suppose so. I'll ask David Jones if I can put his Sentinel in it. That's just nuts to me. It just looks so wild. I don't know, I think it would have to just like fly really, really high over the terrain. The way that it is right now, I just think it won't work very well. It needs to be like fully flying in completely up and over the terrain. Level 3 Uncut mod is going crazy. Yeah. I mean, all I can say is shout out to Davy Jones for making such a fucking fire-ass model. I think that's probably as good as I could get as far as map interaction goes. Just having that happen randomly would just, it would be so cool. Maybe we could have its legs like cause a giant snow explosion as it hits like the ground over there. Other than that, I feel like it would be pretty much just like an awesome event that occurs randomly. Oh, that's so fucking sick, dude. I wish Davy Jones were here. I should shoot him a message and be like, you'll never, you know, I'm gonna do that right. I'm gonna be like, dude, you will never guess what I am working on right now. Wait, Adam's over here. That is a big ass Sentinel hover. I don't know if you know how hard it is to read the words big ass Sentinel all in one. So many S's. Where's Davathan Jones? I've been stream chatted. Who stream chatted looking at me? Who messaged me? Oh, I already saw it. That was Adam's thingy thing. Give it a honk. Me, me, me. We can pick out a sound, like an actually good one, from here, maybe. That one's not bad. How about this one? That one's not bad either. That could be a good one, but if it's just louder. That one's pretty good too. All of these are honestly good. I can't really complain. These all sound pretty sick. I like that last one I just played the most. How about that? This one. All right, let me blast it. Hold on. I'm normalizing it to the max. Blast it. Here we go. I don't know why it sounds exactly like that, but basically that. What about this one? Let me try this. Why is it coming through so loudly? Okay, we'll turn it down. That's not bad. Can I make it 3 times louder? Of course! Of course. Why isn't this one? This one should be normalized. Sorry. It's not that loud for me in my headset. Audacity has a weird way it does playback. My bad. How about that one? What if I just did that one? This one's pretty good, right? That one doesn't really have much of a horn to it, in fairness. something I need to do here really fast. First of all, I'm going to switch out of animation mode for a second. And I'm going to switch to rest position. I'm going to take the body marker. I'm going to put one really high in the air, way above its head. And I'm going to call this one FX Shake. And this is going to let me play a shake effect way up in the air, where that damage effect that causes the screen shake can hit everybody, kind of like it's raining down from above. So let's put that on there. Now that's on there, and then what I'm going to do for the actual shake effect is I'm going to tone it down. Right now it has kind of a powerful and like deep intensity to it. There's a camera impulse, has like a rotation, pushback. I'm going to cut everything in half. But I am going to like double the duration of the shake, so it just hopefully will feel a lot like a lot more chill. And that also means I can disable the delay. I gotta get in like a vehicle or something for this. I need a warthog to experience this. Damn, Urdu, that's a name I haven't seen in a very long time. Thank you for the lead.
To amaze me.
I can't take much credit for this. This model's made by the very talented Davy Jones. But thank you. I can barely see its eyes through the fog. I hate that it can't, like, go down the middle of the map, really, without flying really high, just because it's so tall. I guess it could, like, squish upwards, but that'd be kind of weird looking. Talca, thank you for the 2!
Check stream chat I'm at this years ago.
Thank you again. I will check right now. And thank you again, Urdu. Appreciate you. It's been so long since I've seen your name pop up, but I hope you've been well. What is this? Sounds like a really, like, scary horror, like, something or other. Like, there's a name for it. It's like not a hit, but something else. Oh, what up, Zophie? It moves way too fast. If you're talking, yeah, I mean, when it rises, it's really slow. I just had an exit frame kind of fast. Banana Nanner Nanner Man, thank you for the 420!
You could have him tap first so he can stay low, then unravel as he goes higher.
That's a good point. It depends on how much I could, like, tilt his legs inwards, but yeah, theoretically I could. Like here I have his legs tuck up a little bit. Just a little, not a ton. And then it kind of like clips him with the ground. Give it a go. Why not, right? So he like comes out of the ground like that. He says, "Wow, wow," and then when he starts to move, the big legs tuck inward. It doesn't get that much shorter unless I really like do that. You can squish a little bit. Did Davey animate his much in his clip? Yeah, he did. It kind of like the entire leg part kind of had its own bone that it kind of hung off of. Like the head was kind of like a pack and the legs kind of just like dangled a little separately. Low-key wanted to do that for mine too, but I would have to manually like hand animate all that if I wanted to do it. And this one animates, where are you, here? Looks a little strange in this posture. Kind of cool though, the way it moves so much. Really articulating its legs like that. And that wasn't actually the intention, but now I just want to see what that looks like in game because it looks kind of sick. feel like it'll make it look very, very much more alive. So Jill's how much quickly you can test this stuff. Can you not? This is pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't mean to say that like it's easy. It's not. There's a lot of like small stuff. Ooh, look at that. Okay, the tuck needs to last like a little bit longer for all the legs. Wait, doesn't it need to... Hold on, I gotta do key, no, view, not view, playback, frame dropping. At least to 1200. Hold on, I've got to... I'm just adjusting the timing to be like as good as I could make it here. It goes there, and then it slowly unravels to this. But I'm gonna need that at about 1100, and these three legs are gonna need to get to about here. Alright, let's give that a try. The tucking of the legs does not help it at all. I do think it looks a little less cool when its legs are like, you know. Music goes hard, yeah, it's not bad, it's not bad. I will tuck the legs all the way up. I mean, I could do like that. I'll have to like to fold them in on themselves so they don't like interact. Okay, I kind of got the leg animation down. Pounced over. I'm gonna make it a little bit slower. Alright, let's try that. This should cause it to not clip into the ground anymore, which is a little sad because I did want there to be like some snow blowing impact stuff going on, which I could still manually add in, but now at least it should look fairly normal. Let's see. Woo! Actually cleared it. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of it like tucking its legs in personally. It works, to be sure. How far can I go back? Do I have enough undos for this? There we go. We're back to before I did the tuck. A better time. But the push off tuck combo is kind of rad. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the, like, there will be a little bit right about here where it pushes off initially. It'll just kind of like, shoom. We're to the CEA music now? Yeah. Oh my god, how are we at 4 hours? That's actually nuts. I've been having too much fun, dude. This is me when I touch anything remotely related to Guardian Forest and something as awesome as a Davy Jones VFX handmade Strato Sentinel. Needs truck nuts. True, brother. True. I think I'm gonna hop out of here for the night, actually, guys. I want to make sure I can wake up tomorrow morning. Got a long grind ahead of me. I am hoping to make some full-length YouTube videos on top of doing all these YouTube shorts that I haven't been able to make for the last, like, 3 days. This is gonna be a time to map event? I believe so. I don't think I'm gonna be... I think this is too cool to be an Easter egg. Every time I put an Easter egg in one of my mods, nobody ever figures out how to use it, and they don't give a fuck. Nobody ever uses it, so it'd be way better if it's just a timed event that occurs. So I think that'll be the move. But yeah, I am going to dip for now. I will be live again tomorrow night at about 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. So tune in tomorrow, subscribe if you're not, join the Discord server if you want the notification to be 100%. That's it. I hope you enjoyed watching me animate Davy Jones VFX's dope-ass Sentinel today. It's been really, really fun. I will continue to do some of this tomorrow, along with some extra other fun stuff. Hopefully with some Christmas-themed things going on as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.